More than 100 years ago, the steamship Komagata Maru and its passengers were part of a dark chapter in Canadian history. One of the passengers' descendants says the sad story that spanned 2 continents should never be forgotten, and he's made it his mission to make sure it's not. NHK World's Kenji McCulley has that story.
This one right here. He was 24. He was a family person, and he was very intellectual.
Jaswinder Tour tells a story about his grandfather in his home in Vancouver, Canada. It's about a racist chapter of Canadian history that was largely ignored for decades. Over a century ago, Tour's grandfather, Puran Janetpur Singh, wanted to cross the Pacific for further education and a better life in Canada. So he went on board the Japanese steamship Komagata Maru in 1914. It was chartered to transport 376 Punjabi immigrants to Canada. But Canada was not welcoming. Due to an increasing number of Chinese and Indian laborers, anti-Asian sentiment was growing. Because of exclusionary laws, most of the passengers were denied entry to Canada. They had to stay on the ship in Vancouver Harbor for 2 months. The ship was then forced to leave. Upon arrival in Calcutta, 19 were killed by British Indian police in an ensuing riot. Tour's grandfather was jailed for 5 years and would end up staying in India.
Right there, in that area, Komagata Maru was docked in the water. So he came here to study, and but he instead of studying here for higher education, he got a lesson in racism.
Tour moved to Canada in 1976 at the age of 14. Eventually, he became the leader of a group of descendants, their goal, an official apology from the government. His group organizes a commemorative event on the anniversary of the incident every May. They also lobbied for a memorial in downtown Vancouver, which was built in 2012.
History should be taught in the schools, so our children, our future generations are racism-free.
Earlier this year, Tour received word that the apology he had been waiting for would finally become a reality.
Tabling of documents.
No words can erase the pain and suffering they experienced. Regrettably, the passage of time means that none are alive to hear our apology today. Still, we offer it, fully and sincerely.
In a reception after the apology, Tour sought out the Prime Minister.
Thank you very much for apologizing.
Oh, no, listen, thank you for your leadership in the community. It really is wonderful.
16 years, and my grandfather is very, very happy.
Tour believes that the apology is important not only for descendants of passengers like himself, but for refugees and immigrants everywhere who continue to strive for better lives.
Maybe it is idealistic, but peaceful people will follow.
Tour now hopes the history of the incident and the apology will serve to educate against future discrimination. Kenji McCulley, NHK World, Vancouver.